Good morning, everybody. Um, I'm an early bird, as you guys may have noticed, whoever watched my videos. I like to get out when it's still quiet and before I start work, because by the time I clock off, I'm not going to want to do any of these things. So if I have like a large task or something to do in the garden, I normally do it first thing in the morning when I wake up after I've had my coffee. Anyway, so that has happened. I've had my coffee. I am suited and booted because we've had so many mosquitoes because of all the rain. And if you live in Illinois, what was that? Saturday night? I'm gonna put this hood on because I can tell they're out here already, and I even get bitten in my face. So I don't really care for this part right here because normally I can't see what the heck I'm doing, at least not clear enough. But it works. You know, the mosquitoes cannot penetrate this material, so it can be hot. You can lose a couple of pounds in it, but you definitely don't have to worry about having, multiple mosquito bites. But it's a really nice morning. It's a cool morning. It's in the 70s. It feels good, so I'll be okay. But I can still tell the mosquitoes are very active. So if I look weird to y'all, this is only because I'm telling you, if I do not do this, I will go in the house and have a good 10 mosquito bites. And that's not a good feeling. So I'd rather look crazy for y'all, and be able to go in the house and be okay. And I'm just happy that it's cool. But I also didn't finish saying that if you live in Illinois, Saturday, we got some really hard rain, lightning, and thunderstorms and wind. It started like Saturday early evening, but then the night, overnight, oh my goodness, you knew it was throwing down out here with the heavy rain, the lightning, the thunder. And only thing I had that happened, which was minor, was one of my umbrellas was knocked over. That was it. But other than that, everything was loving every drop of this rain. And here's the thing: we're gonna get some more rain today. I think after 5 o'clock, we're supposed to get some rain, and then it's gonna stop, and then it's gonna come back, and we're gonna get more rain overnight. And I see rain for tomorrow. So I'm at that point of the season where it's some things I'm over. I'm kind of over it. And the first thing I'm over are cucumbers and tomatoes. I've made pickles. I'm gonna make some more relish. Uh, I've made tomato paste. I've made salsa. So I have all these paste tomatoes right here, and this is why I'm starting right here. I'm actually gonna harvest a lot of this. I'm gonna cut back a lot of this, and I'm gonna let things ripen in the house because I want to thin this out, and I want to get it set up for either my leafy greens. I thought about my broccoli, but I want my broccoli to have. Matter of fact, I probably will put the broccoli here because I do have shade cloth, not only to shade it from the harsh sun if we get like some really hot weather towards the end of August or early September, but it'll also protect it from the cabbage moth. And nobody wants that. So I'm getting ready for my fall stuff. I already got collards planted up. I got broccoli planted up, and I want to do some carrots. So that part, the trellis, the arbor, the big arbor right here is going to stay because I have beans and melons and spaghetti squashes and all of that on there. So that's going to be the last thing I take down. But today is this. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start taking out my staking. And I have 2 okra plants in here. This is this is called a big boy. This is a really big okra. Let me bring it in so you guys can see how big this is. Look how big that is. They call it a big boy. I cannot eat this one raw because it's too tough. It's kind of, no, it's not tough. It's stringy. So I'm going to leave the 2 okra plants in here. And I also planted 2, not strawberry, sunflowers. Really tall sunflowers. So this space over here could be used for the broccoli that I could still cover. But again, I'm going to leave the zinnia. Hopefully I won't cut out the zinnia. But I am definitely over the tomatoes. I'm just like, my house is filled with tomatoes. I take some to work. Again, I give them to guests that come over. So I'm probably not going to have opportunity to get all of these off the vine as I cut them back. But I at least want to get it started because by the time I log off The rain may be coming. The rain may be coming. And yeah, I can let some of these get bigger and I can wait. But guys, again, like I said, how many tomatoes do I need? I don't need 1,000 tomatoes. So I overplanted, which is the other issue. So if I lose a couple of tomatoes that didn't get a chance to develop, I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that. And because like I said, because what is it is causing me is more work. And you know, when I take this stuff to my job, it's pretty heavy. You know, I love my people at the job, but I'd be like, guys, this stuff is heavy. So yeah, I mean, they appreciate it, but at some point, I'm just over it. So yes, I'm cutting a lot of this back, and I just want to move on to the next crop of the season that's coming. We'll say that the season that's coming. I'm ready to move on to that. So this is actually giving it a lot, giving it a lot more air, which is what tomatoes want. Yeah. See how heavy this is? It's just, my goodness. So some of these gonna fall off as I pull it, and that's fine too. Look at all of that. You gotta take all those tomatoes off of there. See? Like I said, I'm good with this, y'all. I have made peace with doing this. Yeah. Oh, see? I got some that's down here pretty much ripening. Just couldn't get to them because it was so packed. Oh, yeah. I'm loving this already. So, yeah. So, this is the thing I am doing now. And you can't be scared to get up in there. You can't be scared to get up in there. So, this was Roma tomatoes and San Marzano. Don't ask me which is which. One of them has like a really rounded like bottom, and then the other one is more like an oval shape. That's my zinnia I want to keep there. That's doing really, really good. I got some tomatoes that fell all down at the bottom of this thing. So yeah, they are like, thank you. And maybe I'll leave that. Maybe I'll leave that tomato plant. She seems to be okay over there by herself. So maybe that's just what I'll do. Yep. I'll pull these two, because that would definitely free up some space. Ah, look at that. Ooh, try. Yeah. Ooh, that really freed this up, y'all. Let me pull this out without disturbing. Ooh, oh, gosh, look at this root. Let me show y'all this root. Healthy roots. All the soil was hanging on to this. Look at that root. Look at that root on that tomato. And then we're going to pull up another root. Ooh, y'all, these things are vigorous. Very vigorous. Ooh, look, this one is even bigger. I wonder which one this was. See if I can find the tag. Look at that root. Huge. So they did really good, as you can see in this bed. They was just crowded. That was the problem. They were crowded. I don't know what this is. Oh, that might have been a campanula. So you can be able to grow more. All right, I'm going to leave you here so you can branch out more. See a little spider trying to hurry up and get out. So yeah. So this is my task before work today. And I'm going to bring you guys in closer so y'all can see this bed and how much I've cleared it out. And now let's do this tomato. This one says Roma. So this one was a Roma. She caught up over there. Uh-oh. So, uh-oh, we don't want to knock down the... That's a big root. Let's keep the dirt. I always want to shake the dirt off. Soil costs a lot of money. So shake your soil right back up into the bed if you can. So basically, I'm going to stop here because you guys ain't got to watch me pick all the tomatoes off. But I think I'm going to save this one. This already cut off. I think I'm going to keep this one on here and just see how far this one can go. Since this one is pretty propped up, I may leave that one for a few more days. Let's cut this off though. Yeah, so that's a lot. So we got rid of a lot. I still got a lot of tomatoes to harvest off of those cut branches. But it definitely cleared a lot of this up. Whew. Y'all just don't know. This feels good. Not to have this stuff like all over the place. Yeah, so I might let these stay. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe on the next video. These might still be here or they might be gone. Because now as I look at it, I really don't see a lot of large tomatoes on here. So guess what? It's got to go. So take all these stakes out. Ugh. Ooh, jeez. I got that one in. Ugh. Take all the stakes out. That really didn't help because I overplanted. Yeah, those are small. That'd be pointless for me to try to hold on to this. They're not going to get any bigger. So yeah, I can pull this out. I can pull this out. And like I said, and I decided to do this actually this morning because when I saw all the rain that's we're about to have, I'm like, you know what? I need to do some cleaning. That was a San Manzano. I need to do some cleaning and some beds to get other things ready. Oop, this is coming off. This zinnia is broken off. I could leave this one because the bees and butterflies and the birds like the zinnias. So yeah. So this bed is cleared. So those are the two sunflowers. These are the two okras. And yeah, we're gonna leave that be. So yeah, clean this out. Clean this out, y'all. And let me see if I can show you guys some other things. I've been harvesting a lot of peppers. So we're done with this. I'm not gonna stay on camera for you guys to see me clean off all these branches, but I'm gonna toss all of that. But now that bed is cleared out, I feel so much better. Right now I'm just gonna put a lot of straw to insulate the soil that's there for the other plants. And then just now I'm just gonna move around and see what I can harvest for today. So I am gonna zip this the other way because when I'm harvesting, I need to be able to see what I'm doing. I got this on backwards, so the zipper is actually on the inside. It's on the inside. Hold on, but this really helps out a lot. I think I paid like 20 bucks for this, but it really, really helps. And so I'm gonna see if I see some red peppers or see something that I could be harvesting. I'm just glad. I'm just glad I got this part done. So let's take a walk. Okay, we've come over here to one of these round circular beds, not too far from the tomatoes. I just cut back And move these stakes out the way so I won't hurt myself. But anyway, some of these Mexican chili and cayennes are not all the way red, but I'm gonna go ahead and take these off and let them complete turning red in the house. And because of all of this rain we're about to get, I'm also going to check the pink Berkeley tomatoes. So if they're like at a good size, I don't want them to split because of all the rain. So this is a Mexican chili pepper. So I want to make some chili powder, which is one of the reasons why I grew them. Last year I just mixed them in with my hot sauce. But this year I'm drying them so I can make chili powder, which is something I use a lot, especially in the fall because of chili. And then I even use it like in my taco seasonings. So, and then another thing I'm concerned about as far as like your warm season crops, because now the nights are getting cooler, the days are going to get shorter, that your peppers, I mean, they'll still grow, they're just going to slow down because they love the heat. They don't like the hot direct sun, so to speak, but they like the heat. They like the warmth of the sun, but not the sun exactly shining on them constantly. You know, the skin will burn. So yeah, I still see a lot of flowers, so that's good. I even got sunflowers in here. So yeah, I got a lot of those peppers that was blushing. I might get some more cucumbers. I don't know. We got some daytail peppers right here, but I'm waiting on them to turn their color. Oh, look at this. I didn't even see you, boo. Look, this is a daytail pepper. It's supposed to be orange, so I could have waited a little longer and let that turn orange. But let's check out our poblano peppers. Let's go check out the poblano peppers. All right, we over here by the poblano and cayenne pepper bed. And like I said, I cut up some poblano peppers, a lot of them, the other day, and chopped them up. Got them in the Mylar bags and sealed them, vacuum sealed them. And I just did them like portion size. I took this off because it was red and got a little damage at the bottom. So I just said, just take that one off. So I'm going to let these get a little bigger. Oh, I see a nice one. Hold on. I see a big one. See? These are my poblano peppers. They did really good. And I collected the seeds from a really nice one. So, and I'm actually testing the seeds now. I got them in some wet paper towel method just to see if they'll germinate, because that's another way you could test your seeds before you actually sow them, so you're not wasting soil and time on a seed that's not viable. Let's get this one too. And see, the thing about harvesting, once you harvest, especially it's depending on what it is, peppers, tomatoes, whatever, you got to figure out, you have to know what you're going to do with it, because you want to harvest stuff and then they go bad because you waited too long to process it, however you decided to process it. So now that I've cut these, I got to say, okay, are we going to freeze them whole, which I doubt, or or just going to cut them up and freeze them like I did the other ones. So hopefully this is encouraging more flowers. I see more flowers, and that way maybe I can get a few more peppers before the season ends. So it's some more on here, but they're just not at a size that I would prefer. Yeah. So I'm gonna let those get a little bigger before I harvest those. Oh, I see a cayenne, a nice red cayenne. Let's get that one. This is my cayenne long. It's a cayenne long, and this doggone cucumber vine is all in my face, y'all. You see some more red down here. And when you're harvesting your peppers, don't yank them off the vine, off the stem, because you can break the entire stem and now you just ruin the entire plant. So be patient, get some scissors, get your pruners, whatever you want to call them. And I think this is a Serrano. This is the plant that I pulled out thinking it was a weed. So half of that plant is gone because I thought it was a weed. It was getting shaded out, so it didn't really fully develop. So I was unsure of what it was, and I just moved too soon. And by the time I pulled it, I realized it was connected to that plant. So I was like, oh, darn. My lentils, I'm not getting any, even though, look, let me show you guys right quick. How we do this? Can I pull this down? Let's go down some more. These were lentils. They're not doing good, but now I'm noticing the lentil is actually on the stem. So if I pull this off, that's actually a lentil bean. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna harvest the beans, the little beans that's on there, and I'm just gonna use those to sow next year. All right, I am gonna have to put on my hood when I go through the woods because I will get eaten up. So hold your horses. All right, now we're over here by the tomatoes that I said I wanted to look at because of all the rain that's coming. And I don't want to risk some of the tomatoes splitting. Take off some of these big squash leaves. Okay, I harvested some tomatoes from over here yesterday, but I definitely want to get in to ensure there's not some big giant ones on here that's blushing. This spider is still over here. You watched my other video. This is a huge spider. I'm not gonna bring it in because I already did a video with him and he can't be in all my videos. He or she, whatever it is. Oh yeah, I see some blushing tomatoes. Oh, that's a leaf, dead leaf. Okay. I see. See, these type of tomatoes will split. Because see, this is ready to cut now. And if I leave her on with all this rain that's coming for the next 2 days, she will split. This is another tomato plant I'm kind of over. But because she's doing so well, and I get a lot of great sized tomatoes off of this for fried green tomatoes, I don't want to get rid of it yet. So I get some really nice tomatoes on this plant. So that's why I'm letting her stay. This is why she can stay. And my spaghetti squash is also vining through here. And that would be the reason why I won't take this out so soon. And if I do, I'll have to be really careful not to cut the spaghetti squash vine that is doing a really great job. So I don't want to ruin that. Here go a nice size tomato. Another nice size tomato. And like I said, I got to be fully covered coming through here because this is where I get ate up the most. I see another big one down there. I was watching this one girl. I think I'm gonna start watching her. I forget her name on YouTube. She's from Jamaica. And she was, I think, is she the one who said she don't like to go through the tomatoes because she's scared she might see a hornworm? Put a lot of marigolds and basil around your tomatoes to deter it. Well, I think she said she just don't try to look too hard because if she see one, she said she knows she's gonna freak out, which is kind of funny to me. But I did see some type of worm early on when these first started developing, and I got in there, and it wasn't a whole lot of flowers, but I got in there with my diatomaceous earth and sprinkled it around a little bit on the leaves, not the flowers, and I don't know if that fixed it, but I definitely have not seen a lot of damage after that, or that specific worm, or whatever the heck it was. So I'm not over there by that little spider. Not a little spider, big spider, I should say. And see, I'll go in tomorrow so I could take some of these tomatoes. I could take some of these tomatoes in, which actually makes my bag very heavy transporting. It's not the most fun. So I'm all the way down here now. I'm about to squash. Now, yeah, I broke off the tomato plant that was down here. So, yeah, ain't no tomatoes down here. Yeah, so I'm trying to see, is it time for me to harvest my spaghetti squash? But I need them to turn yellow, like an orangey, tannish type color. Then I know they're ready for harvesting. And then I'm gonna do a spaghetti squash recipe, and I think I want to do it like with some turkey sausage and some type of maybe marinara sauce or white sauce. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but I definitely want to look it up. Okay, I think I might be done over here. Like I said, I just harvested a lot of this stuff the other. Oh, I do see another one. Hold on, y'all. I see a nice ripe one right here. Maybe I'll get these to my neighbor so she can eat these right away. Because me and Chris are not going to eat all these right away. Okay, we're done with that side, guys. We are done. Got my last tomato on that side. And I'm going to turn you guys this way. And then I'm going to have to unzip just to make sure you guys can see what I see. Can you guys see what I see? Are we all over here? Let's get you in closer. I see something red. Where's the scissors? There you go. When I say I see something red, that is a pepper. Oh, look at you. You are clowning. Look at this. Isn't that nice? Let me see, did I put a tag on you? Don't look like I did, but all that heat we've been having. Like I said, these these peppers been loving it. Is this let me see if I put a tag in here. Is this a cayenne long? Wow. Let's see if I can find a tag. Now, I know I labeled this stuff, so why aren't you? Oh, here you go. Oh, that's jalapeno right there. And I cut from here, so where's your tag? The squash might be hiding it. Is that a label? Yeah, that's a label. Hold on, guys. Ugh. Yes! It's a cayenne long. Awesome. Okay, I'll grow y'all again. Y'all are going to be grown again. I like that. My cayennes are very important to me. We got some jalapenos through here that are not turning red, and I want the jalapenos to turn red for sriracha sauce. We got some Thai chili peppers that I grown for myself and a coworker because she really likes them. She likes to eat them with her dinners, her meals, I should say. I don't know which meal, but she says she really liked these peppers. And her and I both are waiting on the Peruvian, which is this pepper, if you could see me, to show itself. See how tall it is? Where are the flowers? Where are the flowers? Isn't there a song about where are the flowers? Something like that. Serranos are doing well. Of course, they haven't turned red yet. Let me get this deal out of here because I'm going to have deal all in this bed next year. I already know. I'm going to be constantly pulling it. So yeah, I harvested peppers yesterday, so I don't expect a lot to be over here. And I'm going to cut this snapdragon. You can cut snapdragons now. They will rebloom. And I did a lot of that earlier on, so I could see some of them are trying to come back. All right, so I'm done with this bed as well. Okay. I'm not going to get any calendula. I think I'm done in this area, guys. Let me flip the camera around to the other side, the other two beds. I do see a giant okra. And now, again, I'm going to have to take my hood off to make sure you guys can see what I can see. Yeah, you can. I was like, oh, I see some callaloo. I need to harvest. Yeah, she said you have to harvest the callaloo to keep it growing. One YouTuber I was listening to, she was like, harvest your callaloo so it can keep growing. So let's do that now. This is it's not a lot, but it's callaloo. Callaloo, which is the Jamaican type greens. So it's not a lot, but I can saute that with some vegetables, with some onions or whatever. I got a really big okra. I need to make some more okra water too. That's a really big okra. I could eat this raw. Maybe that's what I'll do. Until I harvest enough of them, then I can make some okra water. Let's cut back some of this borage. That's all over the place. And we'll come back next year with vengeance. And the bees love borage. And you know what? That's something I said I want to make sure I bring up in these videos is that if you're starting a vegetable garden, you need bees to pollinate your vegetables. Now, you could do some self-pollination with like squashes and things of that nature. What is this? Oh, that's that onion. And I got the seeds, drying the seeds out. Anyway, you need bees. So in order to help pollinate your vegetables and fruit, you need flowers. You need things that the bees love. I know bees love borage. Bees love sunflowers, zinnias, butterflies love all of this stuff too. But you have to bring the pollinators in. You cannot plant all of this stuff and maybe get a couple of marigolds or basils and herbs and not bring in the beneficial insects. You have to interplant flowers or have flowers around and maybe near a pot because the bees will travel. And you want them to travel throughout your yard just to pollinate things. Like I got all of these melons and I was like, I got to make sure the bees are over here. So that's why I got flowers in here, marigolds. I got borage right here. I got calendula. They love calendula. Just all the things, right? So you want to make sure you're encouraging to come in. I know some people say, oh, I hate bees, hate bees. I understand if you're allergic to them, that might be scary for you. But if you're a gardener, you have to create a ecosystem that the bugs and insects that will do your garden good will come to your garden. Okay? And I hope that makes sense. So we're not going to flip to this other bed because it's mostly squashes and peppers that I am not ready to harvest. And they will be okay through the rain. And I'm waiting on my bell peppers. Let me turn this around so you guys can see my bell peppers. Push this back some. Then, okay, again, I gotta see if y'all can see what I can see. Because, like I said, I cannot have this hood down. What I just dropped? Oh, scissors. The bell peppers. Let's bring this down a little bit more. Get the scissors. So my bell peppers are doing good. Finally, I'm getting a good year of bell peppers. Usually, I either don't plant them or they don't get big enough. But they are really getting some size on them. And I'm very happy about that. So we're going to leave that plant alone. I have her staked. So if we get some big winds. Oh, I got another melon down there that's been pollinated. Yay! Let's do the melon dance. The melon dance. The melon, the melon, the melon dance. I'm going to have a lot of melons. Yay! Okay, enough of that. I love it when I see my melons get pollinated. Okay, we got another zucchini over here. No zucchinis. So yeah, guys, I think I might be done. I might be done. Be right back. Okay, last thing I'm gonna do before I go in is check the green stalks. Hopefully I won't have to put this hood on. So I got some habaneros. I said habanada last time. It's habanero. These are the hot ones. You kind of step out there. As you see, these are all banana peppers. I think they'll be okay through the rain. We got another Thai chili I can harvest. Oh, a couple of Thai chilies I can harvest. Let's see. Ooh, y'all, this breeze feels so good. I wish I could bring my laptop out here and work, which I could, but it's not, the screen isn't big enough for me. And I have like multiple windows open to do some of the stuff that I do. So I need a larger screen. And then at work, we got 2 monitors. So, ooh, I see banana pepper I need to harvest because it looked like it's been sunburned. Yeah, sunburn or bug damage. So This could be from the sun. Well, this, I think that's from the sun. I think she just got burned. And then I got some Thai chili peppers. Bring my basket closer. I think I'm ready to pull this little micro tomato out. Because I haven't even been eating these. Well, some every now and then, but not a lot. So I got the Thai chili peppers. We got poblanos over here. Are you okay? Because you leaning. Okay, you'll be okay because I got a steak in there. I got so many strawberry plants. They got so many runners on here. So I'm going to ask my husband, hopefully today, will he put my other raised bed together so I could get that bed ready to transplant the strawberries in that bed. Because I'm taking them all out of the green stalks and putting them in a separate bed. We got cayennes over here. And cayenne, that look like that might have been a chili. I don't know what that was. Which one that was. Okay. I got to put this on because I see the mosquitoes. They trying to get me, y'all. They trying to get me. So yeah, I think we're good over here. And I think the other bed is mostly greens and herbs and stuff like that. This is my comfrey that I grew from seed. Comfrey is a perennial plant that you can use the leaves as a fertilizer. And the fertilizer, the type of fertilizer, it gives your plant nitrogen. So I can mix those leaves like in like a compost tea, like bananas that gives potassium and eggshells that give the calcium, and and just create a compost tea and use that to fertilize my plants. Yeah, my strawberry plants got so many runners, guys. I wish I could show you, but it's ridiculousness over here. Okay. I do need to harvest my parsley. Let me get it now. Parsley has done really well in this bed. Oh, I don't have a spinner on this bed. I always forget that. This one doesn't spin. And I am going to get a spinner for this particular green stalk when they come back on sale. Because the spinner is a lifesaver, because I wouldn't have to walk around this green stalk if I had the spinner. Almost like a lazy Susan type feature. Okay, so I got parsley. These are like flowers and kale. Oh, I need to cut back this herb because it is flowering. Can you guys see me? Because it has flowers on it. So let me cut back this herb. Let me turn this around so you guys can at least see where I'm at. Let me cut back this herb. And like, come on, Roselle, where's my buds? Give me some buds, Roselle. Got some peppers, Fresno peppers, petunias, rosemary. Okay, this is the herb. I think this is the lime basil. Yeah. All right. Cut her back. So, oh, it smells so good. I might put that in some water. Maybe I'll make a tea with it. But this lime basil smells so good. All right, done with the green stalks. I don't think I'm going to do a lot with this tomato bed. I'm not going to do a lot with this one. Which is another one I need to cut back. But not today. One at a time. I have some Thai chili peppers in here. Let's take these off. Like I said, this particular, when I had this hood on, I really can't see what the heck I'm doing. It's not as clear. My vision isn't clear. But I think I was in here yesterday cleaning up. So yeah, I'm not doing anything over here. And then I'm going to show you guys one thing and we're going to end this video. I bought another tree. Surprise. I bought another tree. I have a mandarin tree. And it's doing fine. No fruit this year. It's still growing. Matter of fact, okay, yeah. I got to put the hood on, y'all. Because it's just ridiculousness. It's like, oh my God. I mean, I'm fighting to put this thing on. Whew, Jesus, they trying to get me already. Okay, let's flip this around so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Oh. And I gotta put on some gloves because they'll bite my hands. So anyway, this particular mandarin tree is doing well. Like, I'm getting new growth. I am getting new growth. I didn't get any flowers. Hey, I might get some at the end of the summer or early fall, but I don't know if that's going to mean fruit, but we shall see. Um, but I bought a new mandarin that's more cold hardy. Basically mean it can take the frost better than the other one can. This one is cold hardy down to 15 degrees. I get my trees from fastgrowingtrees.com. I've always got a healthy tree. Even one tree they didn't send me was an apple tree. They ended up not sending it to me because they said the batch that they had was not up to par. It wasn't good enough and they didn't want to ship that. And so they told me I could either wait or I can pick something else out. And that's what I did. I picked out another apple tree. But anyway, so they send you quality plants. So this is my newer one. What's the name of it? It is a Omari Satsuma Mandarin. Now, it's seedless. The other one isn't seedless. And I know a lot of people have issues with seedless plants. Just because it's seedless does not mean it is a GMO product. It's just some type of mutation that the plant took on itself or something that it was helped. They got a little assistance in, but it doesn't mean it's GMO. So if that's okay with you, then you can get it. But other than that, I do have one with seeds and I do have one that's without seeds. So this is my newer one. I planted it in a pot. I already had the pot. This one I will put in the greenhouse. It can get down to 15 degrees. I'm just going to cover it in frost cloth and mulch it really heavily, and I'll probably even put it like in a cloth bag with leaves or something to help insulate the roots, and then I'll just put a cover over the top and check on it throughout the winter, and just maybe give it a little water like once a month or something, but that's it. And most of these will go in the greenhouse. The lemon tree, this lime quat, this mandarin, my older mandarin, and my two lemon bushes are either go in the greenhouse or they're going to come in the house. I might put them in the basement. But anyway, as you know, guys, I love dahlias. I'm going to always do dahlias. But I've shown you guys this particular lime quad that I'm finally getting fruit on. I shouldn't say finally because this is only its second year. Its first year, I did get blooms and all the things, but it bloomed when it was indoors. I didn't think about self-pollinating it or anything. So, of course, they all fell off. So I could have had some fruit in the first year. But this is the second year. I moved it back here. It has been doing wonderful back here. It has been in full sun in the afternoons, which I can see that it prefers. And I got so many blooms, and I'm still getting blooms, as you see that little white dot right there. But I also have a lot of fruit on this plant, on this tree, should I say. I have a lot of fruit that's coming, and I'm so excited about it. So we're going to stop here because I'm sure time has winded itself down. And so we're going to stop here, and I'm going to flip this camera around. Hold on, guys. I flipped the camera around, and I'm just going to say to you guys right now, uh-oh, a little string is attached onto my outfit. And right now I'm going to say, thanks for always watching me. Leave a comment. Go to my YouTube channel. I think it's Ella's Place 12. Go to my YouTube channel. Check out a couple of videos that I put up. I try to do this when I can. I always say I work full time. I got a lot of stuff going on outside of gardening and all the things I have to do in the house and the laundry and all the things. I try to do this when I can. And it's usually first thing in the morning when my allergies are acting up. And I didn't sniffle as much today. Okay, give me some stars for that. I did not sniffle as much today. So I'm going to sign off and get in here so I can get myself together for the work day. But thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll see you guys on the next. But like I always say, be blessed, but also be a blessing. Bye.